Good evening. You're listening to Adrenaline Radio, 1680 AM on your dial. I'm Fred Blanchard, host of Adrenaline Motorsports. We have an in-studio guest from Keith Black Racing Engines, Ken Black. He's our guest for the evening. What are you building for the street rod market? I know that you have the 426. I know that I think that you alluded to the KBO 600, which to me could be used for that. I think that was part of it, and I know that you'd still have the Chevy block. I think.
Yeah, if you want to go really big, you go to KB 600. You get like a 635 cubic inch out of that. But one it would be a better fit really is a KB 500 block, and it takes all the stock parts off of 454 Mark IV Gen 4 block, bolt right to it. And saves about 80 to 90 pounds of weight over the front right away, and it's a good piece. It'll take we rated about 1,700 horsepower for the design it is.
Have you gone into any of these spread bore projects that I hear about, such as I know like the Chevy bore spacing, for example, is 4840, and now I hear that there's other manufacturers of different cylinder heads going to like the 4900s and even 4500 bore spacing.
Yeah, on the KB600 we've got available the 4.9 and the 5-inch bore spacing block. There hasn't been a whole lot of demand for it, at least from our end of it. It's not a water block, it's a dry block, so it's more an alcohol application, but we've kind of not willingly but unwillingly kind of sponsored a project to get those developed through customers and stuff. But that being said, it is available. We've even done some of the solid block Hemis at a 4.9, although there aren't a whole lot of those. It's more of the Chevrolet style type deal, more of the parts being made for, but those are available also.
Well, are there any other products in the line that you care to share some information on? I think that you've been into I know you make your own front covers. I think do you race cam blocks as an example. Which ones do you use? Any of the race cam products?
Yeah, on the Hemi we offer the standard cam or race cam, and then the KB600 is a race cam block. That's not where that one comes. But we make the gear drives for all those. I have the oil pumps that cast and billet for the Hemi, and valve covers for the Hemi and Chevrolet, and rocker stands, rocker shafts. I said gear drives already. What am I leaving out?
Well, the thing is that those parts are there and available for your customer base, and you have a website.
The website, which is that's another story. That was kind of a sample website. We had it through a person that was doing it, but it's www.keithblack.com.
Have you gotten involved with cylinder heads for the Chevrolet or the KBOs? Have you done anything in those areas?
Well, there was talk about that before finances and stuff got the way they are with everybody. But we were getting ready to re-release the 426 cylinder head again, full water jacket one. We figured for every one of our street Hemi blocks we were selling, we could sell a set of cylinder heads to go along with it. That program is currently on hold right now, just because of finances and stuff. But we're about 3/4 of the way done. And we will probably revisit it again as things pick up. If they keep going the way they've been going, it looks pretty nice. But like I said, the street market's been a real help to us at this point, and because the way the people have taken a liking to our block and that. And we actually sell the international markets come up. We sell a lot to Australia. And to Sweden and stuff. They have been calling over quite a bit. I don't know if that.
In the components that you make, my question would be: is it how in depth do you go? I know that if you get an Oldsmobile or a Chevrolet like a KB 500 Chevy, there's a multitude of different head stud lengths for the various cylinder heads out there in the industry.
Get me started on head stud. That's my one anxiety point I have right now. I'm trying to get a bunch of head studs down here now for all the blocks we're shipping out. So
yeah,
and it is every head that's different out there requires a different head stud length, and the head companies definitely don't provide the studs for it. And it's kind of up to the block manufacturer to provide a stud to work with their block. And
yeah.
You saw all the studs we have. We have rows and rows of studs in there, and it's just it's unfathomable how many it takes for all the different heads and the combinations you have. We kind of got a little away from some of that on the Hemi because we combined it when we changed the deck height. We changed the bottom depth of the hole, so that got rid of some of the variance on there, but there's still a lot. The Hemi's probably the least of our problems.
Yeah, even though there's Hemi head manufacturers out there that pretty much the clamping dimensions that are pretty much standard then, are they not with that?
Yeah, that's pretty much appreciated. You know,
Yeah.
there's a couple out there a little different, but it's not anything like the other stuff you have out there with the other ones, but it's just a nightmare.
And let me ask you this. So when you provide a block, how complete is the hardware kit? What is it you provide with
Well,
this?
all the blocks come with head stud nuts and washers with it for the common heads. If it's some kind of off-the-wall thing somebody's making, of course, that would be an extra charge. And it comes with, like the Hemi, they have all the front cover stud nut kit, the oil pan stud nut kit, screw and radial pins. The cam bearings come installed and fitted. The lifter bores are finished machined. The main line's finished honed. The sleeves are finished honed, or we can leave them semi, and we do the honing of the main line and the cylinders bores with torque plates on both decks with all the mains torqued up, so it's just like the car was actually assembled.
So basically an engine builder can buy your product and just check the dimensions and finish hone the blocks, as you say. I'm assuming you're leaving at least 5 to 10 thousandths there for them.
If they want that way. They get most of ours go out race ready, finish honed, and the guy all he has to do, you tell him to do a final wash job on it, just as a final check on it, and just start assembling it. It'll be all done. You can get options of larger cam bores if you want. You can get stroke clearance if you want. Those do take extra cost on to do that, but that is available and not a problem.
You got a good place for the racer who is don't have the machine shop capability to buy a finished product ready to assemble, and you don't find that with some of these other manufacturers. I know that for sure.
We do repairing on the blocks and stuff now. All the ones that we manufacture, and even some of our competitors will work on those. Like
production-wise, you got product on shelf, or
we have like oil pumps. We got cast and built oil pumps on the shelf. Gear drives are on the shelves. The blocks we don't, because we do every block pretty much to order, and there's so many variances on there. No matter what we have on the floor, it's not what the guy wants.
Never the right
never
one.
The right one. And these times, it's when things were really good, we used to carry a couple extra ones on the floor. And we'll get back there again, but currently it's pretty much made to order on every block that goes through.
Is pretty much all the components that you source out, such as the casting and all that, that's pretty much done not too far away from your facility. Is that correct?
Yeah, the Street Hemi block and the 500 and the 600 are all done here locally. The Stage 15 and the Forge block are done back east.
I see.
Different company in that, and it's a completely different alloy on both those blocks. And
right.
our forged alloy is different than the other guys' forged. Everybody calls them billet blocks, but they're actually forged blocks.
They're forgings, yeah.
And ours actually is, I can go on record saying it's 35 to 40% stronger than the 6061 T6 alloy. It's an awesome piece. We did a lot of research on there, so we didn't come out with the same thing everybody else has.
Yeah, the Keith Black Racing Engines is alive and well, and they're located in Southgate, California. You want to give me an address here, Ken?
Yes, 11120 Scott Avenue.
Okay.
Southgate, California, 90280. And if you want a phone number, it's 562-869-1518.